cause such silence? Who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are crying. And in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Zombie by the Cranberries. It's been on my to-do list for quite some time, this one, and I pulled it up to do it, and just doing that little thing at the intro there, it's left me in a feeling a bit weird, to tell the truth. Half an hour ago over lunch I had the TV on watching the war in Ukraine. It's awful, and I feel so bad that those people are suffering so much, and I feel really angry that Putin's brought war to our generation. It's just like, God, that guy's a fucker. Anyway, so I have to calm myself down. I think music has a place as a platform for politics, but I'm not sure what possible political stance one could have except being opposed to this catastrophic event in human history. Anyway, okay. This song is the same chord progression for almost the whole thing, except for like a little solo section. So the challenge becomes with this song is not actually playing it, it's trying to figure out a structure of doing different things during the song so it doesn't get really boring. Because I've heard this played lots of times by people that have, because the chords are so easy, people play it and they just pick one rhythm pattern, they do it the same all of the way through the whole song, and it gets a bit boring unless you've got like absolutely incredible vocal chops. And even still, actually, even with that, you still need to do something to make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to take you through, show you what the chords are, and I'll give you a few hints on ways of varying it up a little bit that I would encourage you to explore if you're ever going to perform this tune. So in its most basic form, the chords are going to be E minor for 1 bar, then a C major 7, really fairly simple, just like a regular C chord, but with the first finger lifted off. And then we go to a G6 chord, which is just going to be 3rd finger, 3rd fret, muting the 5th string and all of the other strings open, to a G6 over F sharp. Exactly the same thing, either your 3rd finger or your 2nd finger, doesn't really matter what note you play, that F sharp note, the 2nd fret on the thicker string. And that's the chord progression. So E minor, another C major 7, C6, then with an F sharp bass. E minor, the violent C major 7, G6 with an F sharp bass. Now, keeping it that simple, just with hardly any strums, is definitely something, it should be one of the options that you're considering when you play this tune. Don't be in a hurry to try and get all busy with it. Try and remember that there should be contrast here, and some of it, particularly at the start, you might want to start a little fuller and then drop it down when you start singing, just a single strum. Another head hangs lowly, child is slowly taken. If you keep your hand moving, you can choose to add in some extra strums if you feel the need to, but you really want to be thinking about keeping that nice and simple. Other approaches if you're going to keep with the simple chords is doing a kind of a spread chord on beat 1. So again, and I'm just kind of dragging a little closer to the bridge. And I'm still keeping my hand moving, so 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I'm doing 2 and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and Just focusing on the thicker strings, all down picks. A lot of character there. That's a really nice contrast again. If you've been doing with all of this brightness, and then you just go to doing this. Sounds cool. Like it's different enough. It's almost, you could forgive the fact that the chords are exactly the same. It doesn't feel like they're the same chords. Now, the other part that you definitely want to consider with this one is playing power chords. Of course, on the original one, we had an electric guitar doing the power chords, but it works just as well on acoustic guitar as a contrasting section again. So you would play just an E5 power chord. All you need is your first finger down, second fret on the fourth and fifth strings there. You probably want to play eighth notes here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and to a C power chord, you could either do this 3-fingered one or just a 2-fingered one, wouldn't really matter. To a G, it's exactly the same thing, but now on the thicker string, the fifth string. And then you're going to drop first finger back. So you might find it easier to start like that with first and fourth finger, and then drop first finger back for the G with the F sharp bass. So it's not my family, in your head, they're fighting. Their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns in your head, they're fighting. That's in your head. Now, a really nice way of arranging this would be to do the very intro of the song with either what I call the splangs, where you do this extra hard strum on beat 1, and then really drop it down for that first verse, another head hang slowly, lowly line. And then when it goes to the, but you see it's not me move to the power chords, which gives or just the bass notes if you found the power chords difficult, and then it gives you a chance then to go, when it goes into the in your head part of the song, you could then strum it again and give it a little bit more, movement, a little bit of an energy push. Another strumming thing that you can do is this 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm doing all down strums, but putting this big strum on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Another option there. So we've brought it up, we've played it a little bit big for the chorus there. As long as you hit the bass note on beat 1, you could do whatever picking out you like, as long as you keep in time. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Imagine there's this da 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Doesn't matter where you pick on or what notes of the chords you pick on, so long as it's in time, it's on one of those. It's not just play the bass note and then randomly pick out some stuff. That won't sound good, okay? Really important, a good way of doing that is to keep the hand moving. I talk about this a whole lot, but having... And now, because my hand is moving continuously all the time, I don't have to worry about if I pick extra notes or not too many or not enough. And it's just, I've got no idea what it's going to do, really. I mean, there must be some level of control in the subconscious, but it is just like exploring, just picking out notes. And again, that's given you another approach to varying the dynamics for the song. It gives you another palette to play with, because if you've got a song, it's got the same chords all the way through. if somebody does the same strumming all of the way through, it gets boring after 3 minutes to have those simple chords with those high strings ringing out all of the way through for that. So you gotta, if you're gonna play this song, please heed my advice and try and vary it up as much as you can so that you can create contrast between the sections. Really good way of learning about this is to record yourself doing it. So try and do it with the same strumming pattern all of the way through, then divide it up as I've suggested with different sections in different things, and then record that as well and listen back, and you'll be like, oh yeah, okay, I have to always do it with these dynamic changes. It really makes such a huge difference when you play. The only other part of the song really is in some of the solo sections. It does a section where it's 2 bars of E minor and 2 bars of C. There's some fabulous bass lines going on in that section as well, actually. Not that this is a bass lesson, but any of you interested in, that are able to transcribe an interest in bass lines and just generally great musicianship and arranging, the bass parts in that, the bridge and the solos, they're really proper great. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy playing this song, and that other people will love you playing this song as well if you take care of the dynamics. Can't express it enough. I've experienced firsthand on more than a few occasions this song with the same strumming pattern, and I just don't want you to make that same mistake. Really hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry about the heavy stuff there at the start. I guess it's all affecting us. Hey, and I hope you stay safe and well and have a great day. I'll see you for plenty more lessons very soon. Bye-bye.